MEGA Yakisoba Pan from Lawson Japan. Japan Pan, Pan. Hi, I'm Scott. So at Lawson I've come up with this new twist on an old classic, Yakisoba Pan. It's done in collaboration with the Ponta system. You can see it on the packaging here. This is a loyalty point system, so you can scan this little QR code here and get some kind of benefits. But to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in that. I'm just drawn to the fact that this is a huge yakisoba pan. If you're not familiar with yakisoba itself, it's stir-fried noodles which have been tossed in like a sweet, tangy, savory sauce. And they're usually served just on their own and you eat it with chopsticks. But they also have the sandwich version. Yes, that's right, noodles in a sandwich, whatever next. It's often served in a hot dog bun and they're usually about this size. So this is one which I picked up at the supermarket just to give you an idea of what it looks like. This is yakisoba pan, the classic. But compare that to the one we're trying out today, which is absolutely gigantic. You can see. So let's take a look at the product description. So it says, this is a yakisoba bread that weighs over 200% more than the regular product, premium yakisoba bread at 171 yen. To add a twist to the flavor, mayonnaise is included inside, making it enjoyable to eat all the way through without getting bored. Well, let's take a closer look. So the time has come to open this up and see what it is all about. So open up here. So it's quite heavy. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Smells absolutely lush, I must say. Just hold that up to you. Look at that. The carton's breaking apart here. It's so big. So I don't know if you can see under that, there is actually bread in there. So looking at it, it smells fantastic, I must say. Looking at it, there's absolutely no veggies in there. So when you usually get your typical yakisoba, it usually has at least 2 or 3 different types of vegetables going through it. Possibly some cabbage, some carrot, maybe some onions. And also, usually it has pork, which is all kind of cooked together. But we're going cheapo version today, and this has absolutely nothing. It's just noodles and plenty of sauce by the looks of things. And there's a little bit of dried seaweed just for decoration and also gives it a wee touch of flavor. Now, to be honest with you, there's so many noodles on this. I think it's going to be really difficult to eat just like a sandwich. So just for tasting's sake, I'm just going to take some and some chopsticks and give you a bit of a verdict on how the noodles taste just by themselves. Okay, so I had a bit of a mouthful there, and it doesn't even look like I've taken any. There's still exactly the same amount. Now, flavor-wise, very interesting. The flavor is stronger than most other yakisoba. It's the sauce seems a little bit kind of richer. It's sweet. It's got a tiny bit more salty than usual for some reason. I don't know whether they're making up for the fact that they're not putting any vegetables in here or any pork. They're kind of, I don't know, disguising the fact to give it a bit more impact. But it seems like the flavor itself is stronger than your average yakisoba. Seems weird I'm eating a sandwich with chopsticks, isn't it? Now, going on to the texture. So the noodles themselves, they're actually pretty soft, which is mostly usually the case in this kind of yakisoba pan because it's a sandwich. It's got to be easy to bite through and easy to digest. So the noodles themselves, they're actually pretty soft, and they just kind of melt in your mouth kind of thing. Okay, now I've taken it out of its little box. So look at it like this. It really looks quite something, doesn't it? Look at that. You can see it up close now. It's in its full glory. I'm just hoping these noodles are not going to slide off somewhere. So, shall we just grab a bite just like the way it's supposed to be eaten? Here goes nothing. Whew! This is quite the feat, I tell you. I've only had like one bite. I'm not saying I'm full, but it's quite a lot of food. Look at that. So I think you're supposed to fold it over, but I think it's going to be difficult to fold over. So get that fold. Oh, jeez. Let's try a bit more. Now, there's supposed to be mayonnaise somewhere in there, but I'm not really getting a great deal of it. I think it's deep in there. It's maybe just being like spread on the bread or something, as they said in the description, to make it easier to eat or something, to give it, you know, a bit more, to make it smoother to go down or something. But yeah, there's not a great deal of mayonnaise on that, but flavor-wise, it's top-notch flavor-wise, I must say. Okay, as for a rating, I'm going to give this 6 out of 10. Some of the points which kind of brought the score down a little bit was the fact that it didn't have any vegetables and it didn't have any meat in it. So that kind of brought it down quite a lot for me, because I think that's one of the fun parts of yakisoba. The next one was the mayonnaise wasn't enough. I could have done with an extra splodge of mayonnaise on there just to make it kind of all kind of tie together and a bit smoother to go down, because it was a little bit difficult to eat. I must say, during filming, I did take a couple of gulps of water just to make it all go down that wee bit more nicely. But it's a very good product. It's nice. If you've never had yakisoba, it's only 334 yen, which is about $2.16. Price-wise, you know, it's not bad, but you could probably share it with 2, possibly even 3 people, just if you want to try it. But, you know, it's kind of good for a laugh. It's a bit of a novelty item, and there you go. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.